Somebody told me my voice sounds sleepy or stoned, monotone, slow. My videos are too long. It's all true. I've been told that for many years now about my voice sounding blasé or disinterested, too monotone. I didn't talk much for the probably first 15 years of my life. I was very, very quiet. I say yes, I say Also, when I was younger, I think because I was a nervous child, and very sensitive, I would start to feel self-conscious when I talked, so sometimes I would stutter. When I got older, in my teen years, I was still very quiet, but as I grew into my 20s, I became more vocal, and I learned how and when to be heard. Actually, from my brother Jason, when he wanted to be heard, his voice wouldn't get, it would get louder, but not obnoxiously louder. It would just be a little more forceful, like a lion's roar. It's you could hear it when the lion wants to be heard. It gets heard, and I noticed my brother Jason started doing that as a teenager, and it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't obnoxious or ego-driven. He was making a point, I guess, what I'm trying to say. Me, everybody's different. I've always had this voice, and I sure as hell I'm not trying to change it because I want to be my authentic self. Because we have to be our own authentic selves, or else we're phony. And if we're phony, then what the fuck is the point of anything? I'm gonna be who I am, and I have to be real. And it's hard being real in a world, especially a digital world, which is not the real world. Talking to a camera is very unnatural. But it's this digital world that we climb in and out of, and I'm still going to be who I am in both worlds. And at the end of the day, I don't really care if my voice sounds a certain way to people. Don't listen to my voice then. If the videos are too long, which I'm sure they are, don't watch. It's pretty simple. But I'm trying to, in a way, I think it's good for all of us, because we're all used to the hyper-produced, fast, flashy, loud videos in the digital world, and it doesn't reflect reality. Should I sit in my car and speak differently which sitting in the car I think is very lazy. Should I just sit in my car and repeat things I've heard and smile when I don't naturally want to smile? A lot of people have that smiling disease, and it's sad, but it's also pretty creepy. Me, I don't have that problem. I'm just trying to talk to you about things that are in my mind, ideas or words, thoughts. I guess what I was saying, trying to connect with was it might be good to force yourself to slow down and listen to an authentic person without trying to take advantage of your injured attention center in your brain. Social media, television, they've all taken advantage of your shortened attention spans. They abuse it, you allow it, and your attention spans get shorter and shorter, which is totally unnatural. Natural humans, we didn't have all these distractions. We had emptiness and quiet, and it allowed us to think. And if you're watching me or listening to me and thinking, this guy is so slow and it's so boring, which it probably is, maybe just watch a little longer. It's almost like daring yourself to come back to reality, because the over hyper produced, loud, flashy digital, it's brainwashing you to be a complete non-human, to fit into that digital space of that. It's inhuman. It's also inhumane. I guess I care too much about myself and all of you to change and to try to take advantage of you. But